part 2 of N-wordism. We're going to go ahead and go into the live stream. Welcome back. I'm so sorry for the delay. If you're watching this on the replay, then thank you for watching this on the replay. Leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. Leave a share if you want to. Leave a donation if you can. Let's get into it. Black fatigue and N-wordism, part 2. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, but we are here. We are back, and we are in full of force tonight for the live stream. N-wordism part 2 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As you walk into the building, as you get into the live stream, leave a like. We got some heavy-hitting topics, we got some heavy-hitting videos, we got some heavy-hitting conversations. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the live stream. It is good to see you back in the building. My name is THT, and for the remainder of the stream, I'm going to be under the THT moniker, or the logo here, because it's losing light time and my camera system is not the best. So forgive me on that. For our audio listeners and for our video listeners and for our Xbox One/Xbox 360 listeners right now, I want to thank you for being here. Everybody, we have a heavy-hitting topic tonight. This is part 2 of the N-wordism discussion. Now, we streamed earlier live, but we weren't getting that many viewers because I'm pretty sure that the N-wordism in the title was a bit too flagrant for YouTube and too offensive. So we might be shadow banned currently, but it's nothing we haven't gone through on this channel. Within a month or two, we should be back. But until then, we keep trolling, and we keep trucking. The shorts are doing wonderful. The mid-length content is doing wonderful. I don't think we're shadow banned, but we're going to have to power through this live stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen. N-wordism. As I woke up today, I woke up yet again afflicted, under the realization that I have a different set of struggles inside of America, white America, if you will, if you call it that. I have a different set of struggles. I say ye, hear ye, hear ye. I say, the black man's struggle is truly a revolutionary, different type of struggle. I will accept and I can't deny the black men and the Negroids that. It is a different level of struggle. However, it's brought upon by us, our own black people, our black women, our black men, our black children, our black grandfathers, our ancestors rolling over in the graves right now, which is why, again, we have to discuss N-wordism. Like the stream, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into the conversations and topics today. If you were here earlier, I'm so sorry. We have to play the videos that we were playing earlier in order to get to the points that we were going to get to, but I will try to change up and give a little bit of different information for the videos that we had. The first video that we're playing right now is probably the video that actually is responsible for us not getting any views on the live stream at the moment, but it's this guy describing what N-wordism is. And I'm going to fast forward it right now. Just know it's a bunch of clips essentially of black people dancing Jamaican style, which is a lot of dry hunching and a lot of grabbing and bootying and everything of that nature. And this man is describing how the N-wordism has affected American culture. So I'm going to try, we're going to give it an experiment. We're going to fast forward through this one for now, and then we're going to get into the rest of the clips, okay?
Dealers, the politicians, and it'll be right back where it started from. Negroism in Detroit.
A clip we've all seen. I know we've seen this clip a million times. But again, just describing the situation and the climate right now. Make sure we're liking the stream, like the building, ladies and gentlemen, like the stream as you walk into the building. Good to see y'all again. I'm sorry about the delay. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we are here and we are ready to party.
My boss told y'all to leave the last time. If I have to call the police, y'all can't be in here.
I ain't never been here before.
So, all right.
Hold on, relax a little bit.
No, y'all can't be in here filming.
Just calm down, breathe, work with me now. I've never been here before. Hold on.
Now, earlier when we watched this clip, I described how this woman probably grew up around guys that look like this. And if you grew up around guys that look like this, then you probably experienced what's known as black fatigue. Point of the conversation and the exact title of the live stream, coincidentally enough. But that is simply growing tired of not even what black people that have the stereotypical, prototypical image of the YN, young Negroid, which in this case is half of the fitting image of the YN, young Negroid. The complete full package of a YN, the complete full fit of a young Negroid, a young ninja, if you will, for the emoji style aware people, is a ski mask, an entire full face ski mask. So he's only halfway, and the bonnet isn't really YN style. I'll give him that. He's more just kind of being a stereotypical black person in that regard. But the do-rag is fitting. It's definitely Air Force energy that he's got going on right now. Is that a stay woke shirt on? I mean, that's just next level liberalism right there, and a bit to add to the YN energy a little bit in reference to the kings and we were kings and shit. But having said that, it's the look and the overall tone of his demeanor that gives off the energy that repulses the overall general online community at this point, and a somewhat large portion of the offline real world community as well.
You don't gotta call the cops.
And I'm asking you to leave now, but you're not doing it. But don't worry, don't worry.
Now, one of the reasons why black people call the cops so much, and they have to, is because, again, the cops are the only real authority that black people, by and large, without having fathers in the home to teach them authority at a rate of over 70%, have to understand. It's really just cops at a certain point. Like, at a certain point, you can't really negotiate with black people. You can't really talk sense into black people. Like, black people are just kind of ignorant to their own reality, which is why black people were able to be slaves for so long. Like, white people were able to identify that black people's mindset and communal sense of strength was more tainted than theirs were, so they exploited that, and that's why black people are upset hundreds of years later. But in reality, it's no different than, you know, just having a weakness or a predator out in play seeing a weakness of the black community, or black men in prison seeing a weaker prisoner and beating him up or raping him or essentially torturing him, as well as taking his manhood and dignity. And again, we have a whole different type of conversation we can have right there on that one, understanding what's the repulsion and the, you know, LGBTQ side of the black male and the black community. But I mean, if you're a gay black boy growing up, good luck if you're in the hood. You're about to have a lifestyle of torture, and you're going to have an existence of torment. I can guarantee you that much. Outwardly gay black boys did not do well amongst the traditional gay, or if you will, more ghetto or hood communities. They were mostly hated, and so it's really perplexing to see a lot of black people stick with the liberal agenda when the liberal agenda primarily loves and promotes acceptance of all different types of lifestyles, which is kind of antithetical of the entire black community to begin with. Because with black people, if they don't feel like you should be invited to the cookout, then they're going to take their basketball and go home effectively.
Necessary, man. I didn't do anything
And then there's nothing you can do except call the cops so you can get the basketball back.
wrong.
Hey, how you doing? Can you send me 3 carloads of police officers up here?
3 carloads?
Now, 1 carload was not enough for this YN. She needed 3 carloads full. Make sure we're liking the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Please send the entire full force. Yes, I need to speak with the captain. I need to speak with your sergeant. I have 1 black man here. I need you to send 12 police units. Send everybody, send SWAT, send Donald Trump if you can. I want this Negroid to learn today. You have to understand the fatigue is strong. She wanted him to hear her say that she wanted to have 3 carloads sent. I need 3 police officer units, and I need them to have 3 officers in each unit. That means 9 officers total. Make sure at least 2 of them got canines in the back. The fatigue is strong with this woman. Maybe they've hit this store before. I mean, it seems like black males tried to rob here already.
They caused destruction to Lowe's property.
They caused destruction to Lowe's properties. I mean, I'm not seeing like these videos. I don't see videos of white pranksters having the police called on them that often. I'll be honest with you. Anytime I'm seeing the police called on white video pranksters, it's mostly on like black people. And in this case, it's by black people. So does that make it racist? If it's a white person that does it or is calling the police, would that make the person racist? Even though this black person hasn't done anything, he has the propensity to possibly do something. Is that not threatening alone? Just knowing that he could do something? Well, it's been done before. Again, I place my backpack at the front of stores when I walk in because I have dreadlocks and black skin. And guys that look like me that have dreadlocks, black skin, and a backpack have walked out with merchandise inside of the backpack that they didn't pay for. So now I have to pay the sins of my forefathers.
My boss have already had them.
Destruction to Lowe's property. What the hell is she talking about? Yo, you just loud and wrong. That's that black fatigue they be talking.
So she's loud and wrong. Of course, he's not loud and wrong. He's the one that's unauthorized in her store after she's already escalated the situation to ask him to leave. He disrespects her authority. There's no kind of acknowledgement of, okay, I'm sorry, we're just doing the YouTube. She doesn't care. Hey, it is what it is. Move on to another spot that's more forgiving and more willing. But again, just reinforcing the stereotype in this case and a possible negative situation for you amongst the police in general. Remember, the more that these types of instances happen and you try to just go out and disregard the general communal mindset, then the police start to get more annoyed with you because they're the ones that are going to be called out to come see what's going on with this black man each and every time. So you're only making it worse for those of us that are trying to do things, prank videos, content the right way. Where, hey, if somebody's there and they don't want me to record, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm not going to bother them, and I'm going to apologize on my way out. Because if I keep on doing these things like this, we're going to have nowhere left to record, to where it's going to be a public law or ordinance against recording and doing video content in certain states and certain regions, just because certain people don't like another culture of certain people whilst they do it. It's not necessarily the recording that's the problem. It's the how you go about doing it, rather, right? That's what they're trying to tell us. Black, we don't have an issue with you necessarily. It's the culture of how you do things that we have an issue with. I forgot I have to fast forward this video here. If you were here earlier, you understand why. It's a pretty violent video, but now we're going to go ahead and get into McDonald's here. And the caption for our audio listeners, if you're listening on audio, whether you're at work or anywhere on the road right now, is she didn't charge me. She didn't charge me for the food. Now, I mean, I have no idea if this is her boyfriend that's recording it. You see top flight security of the world that's behind this woman with his AirPods in looking on the phone. I mean, if that paints a precedence of just how good some aspects of black security are in establishment, then I guess you can go right there. I'm sure white security guards are bad too, and Asians and Mexican. I'm not saying they're all top flight, but I mean, my goodness, it doesn't paint a good picture at the very first 5-second mark of this video where you have someone that identifies at least as security. I mean, hey, if you're wearing a police officer outfit, even if you're not on duty, you're off duty, and that means that you still got to perform if you see a bank robbery or something in front of you, right? You still got to at least try and arrest a perpetrator, even because you're still a police officer at the end of the day. It's one of those things where the people always look to you to have the public safety first, no matter what. And that's why we respect and we esteem them, and they get discounts and free food and free things and all kinds of wonderful different perks to their lives, because of the sacrifice that we know they have to make around the clock 24/7, right? That's how white people feel, right? Of course, that's not how black people feel, right? Black people don't want any police, period. Right? But let's get back to this video here and see what happens.
She didn't charge me. She did not charge me for the food.
So the black lady said she didn't charge me. She didn't charge me for the food. I guess she was trying to get a certain item, and they claimed that they're not going to give her the item. And the black woman is trying to explain to the black cashier, who's a male, that, and there's two actually black males, with a few, black people in the background as well, that, hey, I didn't get charged for the food, so what are you, like, what's going on?
I want to blood you when you going to do about me shouting. What the f*** is you going to do about me shouting? What are you going to do? The fuck?
Now, for our audio listeners, she's just screaming and berating these two, and they're trying to calm her down, not really understanding what's going on. They're confused. They don't quite get it. But, Miss, why are you so upset right now? Please tell us.
You talking to shut the fuck up, because you can't shut up my voice. I want to fucking scream, I scream in the face.
Now she's screaming in their face, she's doing this and she's doing that. Again, maybe if you have a good case, we could understand why, but these videos, again, start to paint a picture that's negative of black people in totality. When you find out the reasons, I mean, if it's as simple as you're missing a food item, that's something that could be remedied completely. And if you were truly in the wrong and McDonald's was truly doing you dirty, then the best thing to do would be appearing as a saint or an angel on camera and then capturing the entire incident. But instead, you paint yourself as the demon, the stereotypical demon, in which people have no other choice but to assume and take the stance or take the side of McDonald's in this case, since they're acting like saints and angels. So even in any situation, doing and operating like this is going to be a wrong for you. So, I mean, black people and other people, don't crash out unless you feel like the crash out in and out of itself is worth it. Don't expect to get anything in regard, and especially don't expect the support of the public, because they won't support you.
Yeah. Anybody like to keep the culture around you? Okay. Yeah. I just don't want to think about it. No pickles, no onions, late night sauce. No! When I came in here...
Now, side note, guys and gals, whenever whenever you're getting upset at people that are making your food, I would caution you, all right? Just a bit of wisdom here. And if everybody's walking into the building, make sure you like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like the stream. For people that, there's 464 people watching right now. Listen, there's 13 likes. I don't know what y'all are doing, all right? But I will end the stream right now. All right? I swear I will end the stream right now. Please like the stream. I'm pausing this right now until everybody likes the stream. What is going on? Everybody likes the stream. Everybody likes the stream. What is going on? Everybody likes the stream. Everybody likes the stream. What is going on? Everybody likes the stream. All right, sorry about that. Like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. So let's continue on here, shall we? Let's continue on. It's good to see everybody in the building. If you want to be a mod, email me, thehonesttruthyt@gmail.com. Thank you for all your comments. I'm going to start reading the comments. Yeah, this is dumb. If I had a problem, I'd leave the restaurant. Exactly, iHeart. Thank you for liking. End the stream, then juice. If I could kick you, I would right now.
It's my attitude. I don't know if you want to start with your attitude.
Yeah, guys, don't piss off people that make your food. Guys, it's just not a good idea, especially with the fatigue going on. If you're a black person and you look around the counter and there's not other black people that look like you and they're making your food and you're kind of aping out like this, yeah, it's not a good look, guys. All right, you're probably going to have something inside your food. Common sense here, folks.
But I love it. I love it. I love it.
If you want to buy my book, The Black White Supremacists, I explain how we were slaves for 500 years and why we'll continue to be slaves for the next 500 years if we keep on this act, because society around the world is getting tired of us. As we see later on this live stream, there's plenty of videos and interactions from around the world of the fatigue, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 2. Any donation of $1 or more goes to support the channel and the equipment to get better equipment so you can actually see my face next time we stream. It's nighttime and I'm streaming off of a cell phone, so that's the reason. Let's continue.
Let's say you had like 100 rats in like I don't know, in a cage, and 13 of those rats were caught.
Now, this video is a white man for our audio listeners talking to a black man right now, and he's painting a metaphorical analysis, which is a racial analysis. The 100 rats in this case represent 100 white people, or 100 people in totality, 100 humans. And let's say you had 13 of these people. Now, the problem with this is that black people primarily are like the butt of these jokes or the example, and black people I don't even think understand what they're talking about most of the time, what this white guy is trying to talk about.
60% of the issues in that cage. What should we do with those 13 rats?
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them?
If they're causing the issue, yeah. Get them out the cage so they don't fuck with the rest of the people.
Where should we put them?
Where should we put them? Man, kill them damn rats.
So if we have 100 rats and 13 of them are causing 60% of the issues, and if we're translating this in racial terms, if we have 100 human beings and 13% of the 100 human beings happen to be black people and they're causing 60% of the issues and 60% of the violent crimes and they're locked up more than a 50% rate according to, you know, everybody else and everything like that, what should we do with the problem people? And every single black person in all these clips always says we should kill the rats, literally admitting that maybe society would be better off without them, the people that look like them. And this is a two-way issue because, again, black people don't even understand these statistics to begin with. So when this guy's doing street interviews, they answer these questions whimsically and truthfully and honestly, not even understanding that it's going against who they are as a person. It's literally advocating for them to be kicked out of America. It's advocating for us to be in Africa, meaning that we'd be better off without white people and not living in white people's areas because we're so destructive. Another reason why it's sad.
Kill the rats.
Kill the damn rats, yeah. Kill the motherfucking rats, man.
I can't. Oh, I can't.
Hell yeah.
I agree with you. I agree.
Lit, bro.
He doesn't even understand that the white man's talking about racism. He doesn't even understand. He's too stupid to understand. My niggas, we have to get a little sharper, my niggas. Y'all are out of there.
We don't fuck with rats. Why are we talking about rats anyway? What are we talking about rats?
I don't know.
Okay, we're not going to show this clip. Just know that if you're white and you're trying to end up helping your friend fight, you might end up getting beaten for it, okay? I had to stop that clip, and I'm not going to show those clips either because YouTube does not like the clips.
Okay. That's it.
When I grew up in the neighborhood that I grew up in.
Okay, we're going to show a clip really quickly. You know what? I'm going to try and show it. I'm just going to go ahead and try and show it. I don't care, y'all. Hey, if whatever's going to happen, whatever's going to happen, okay? But just know that I'm for the truth. This little white kid's at a playground right now. And unfortunately, this little white kid is on a playground surrounded by black children. Now, I want to tell you, white people, for all you white families moving to Texas and stuff, and you don't quite look at the neighborhood that you're really moving into, because I see this happen a lot, I would caution you, if you're kind of moving to a more black neighborhood, especially if you're in like bad areas, because might be your child's experience. So the video you're getting ready to watch is pretty tough to watch. So let's go.
You want to come up behind me and kick me in the back?
Now this kid was saying, you want to come up behind me and kick me in the back. He was trying to stand up for himself, and you have grown black people. You have black people aged 16, 17, and 18 recording and antagonizing black children to jump this white kid. I had to blur it out because what you're getting ready to hear is pretty brutal. They hit the kid, and now he's trying to fight for his life. Now, if you haven't fought, if you didn't grow up in the black community in the hood without love, with bullet shooting, even if you didn't have bullet shooting, you didn't have your father, you didn't have people to teach you emotional responsibility, you didn't have people to teach you empathy, how to be an actual man, then this is what you're going to be exposed to. If you don't know how to fight, then you're not going to truly experience what pain and what hate is unless you fought a black person before. Young black boys hit so hard, they have so much anger in their hits, and unfortunately this white child is a victim because black people are predators more than they're actually conquerors. This is why black people are so upset at white people. They wish they could be the conquerors that white people were. Black people wish that they built the slave boats to actually come rescue our asses, but not a single damn slave boat was sent from Africa. Not a single damn slave boat was stolen from any type of Spanish conquistador, English conquistador, any type of renegader or Viking by Africans and sent over to the Americas. They didn't navigate across the waters to rescue a single black person. Once we were here, it was SOL. We were sail off of the ladder, shit out of luck. And that's why we're still here today, acting like we're still slaves, even though we were freed nearly 100 years ago. Now, I digress. Black people are predators, and this is why even in jail, when you lock them up in controlled environments and you give them the power to dictate their own communities, they still end up building it on predation. If you're white and you go to jail and there's mostly black people, which, hey, coincidentally enough, that's going to happen most of the time if you're in metropolis areas because black people are more violent than you are, white people, then you're going to be prey most of the time. And black people will tell you this. They'll call you white boy. Hey, white boy, be careful, white boy. And guess where they're learning it from? From the age of 6, 7, and 8. And these videos are starting to expose it right now. Unfortunately, I had to blur it, so let's continue. A bigger kid, about 3 or 4 or 5 years older than him, hit the white boy, and the white boy fell to the floor. Now they're on top of him, beating him. Now the boy's bleeding from his face profusely, and I'm sure 100% he has to go to the hospital. There was a lot of blood. This is one of the kid's first negative experiences with black people, I'm sure. How do you think he's going to think about black people for the rest of his life? Would you blame him for being racist against black people? Would you blame him not wanting to live ever for the rest of his life amongst black people, not wanting to raise children amongst black people? When you look at the statistics, when you look at the numbers, how can white people want to live around us when these types of videos are uploaded by the tens of thousands? There are tens of thousands of these videos. Yeah, I just have self-hate, Noah. Okay, yeah, I have so much self-hate, but I can't get a single dollar from you niggas in donations and support when I was on you niggas' side, bro. I can't get we ain't got no businesses. Ain't no self-hate and realization that black people own less than 4% of the economic businesses in America. Is that self-hatred? No, that's reality. You niggas don't own nothing. You own nothing. You can't hire anybody. You have nothing to offer to the entire community. All you offer is critiques, criticism, and comments. That's all you niggas offer. So by the time I have 100,000 subscribers and I'm able to sign a $1.5 million contract and actually employ some niggas, just know it won't be a nigga like you, all right? With your self-hating ass. Fuck out of here.
Never in my life had I been cut off more times than tonight.
Yeah, but this Atlanta.
Never in my life have I woken up every single day and realized that, oh, this is just not it. Yeah, it's Atlanta. Oh, we're black. Yeah, oh, well, hey, it's Atlanta. We're more feisty. Yeah, they're black. We're just a little bit louder. That's just what we do. That's just our culture. That's what white people mean when they say, hey, it's not y'all, it's your culture. It's just the way you do things. Just doesn't vibe and jibe the same way. There's no problem with twerking. We just don't want to be twerking in traffic jams, right? I have a live stream where we covered the different areas where women are twerking. We have women twerking in front of bus drivers while they're driving a bus. That's unacceptable, right? So it's the culture in this case. But it's Atlanta. Okay, right. Atlanta, where the one city that's primarily black just happens to be the most argumentative, right?
Hey, okay.
Look at his face. He's like, why did I come to Atlanta? Why do I even try with my people? He's looking to God right now, just hoping that God just swallows him. Just, God, you could take me now. I've done enough. I've made enough money. At this point, we're lost. We're lost. You can take me, God. Sean Kinney, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the support. God, just go ahead and just end it. Just rapture us. It's a done deal. I feel you, bro. He's gonna start telling his life story. This traumatized him so much. He's about to start telling his life story.
That's it.
When I grew up in the neighborhood,
Man, when I grew up in the neighborhood, I realized that we ain't shit. And now that I'm grown, I realized that we still ain't. Okay, let's continue on, ladies and gentlemen. We got some black fatigue here. Here we go. We got some children for our audio listeners. They're flipping off the camera. This is comedic hour. This is around probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Typically, comedic hour in the black communities like this are around 1:45 to 3:45 in the morning, where everybody's outside and getting it for the most part. You know, you'll see children driving cars. You know, you'll see all kinds of shootouts. You know, you'll have your general entertainment. So, typical stuff. It's Atlanta, okay? It's Atlanta. Our future presidents.
Let my kids serve them.
Oh no! JJ either drunk some shit.
If you'd like to buy the Black White Supremacist, going into personal stories about things that happened to me, traumas that I've had, like having a basketball thrown at my head when I simply wanted to play basketball at age 6 by a group of 25 black people who all laughed at me as I stared at the sky as the ball was flung at my head at, I assume, around 35 miles an hour. You can do that. The link is in the pinned comment. Cash App, Truth Seekers. Listen to how I'm spelling it. TruthSeekers. No E at the end. SEEKRS. $1 or more. Send your email in the /note section, and you can have the Black White Supremacist. I'll email that to you 2 to 3 hours after the stream ends. If you'd like the audio version, send $5 minimum. It's a fascinating read going into why we were slaves and why we'll continue to be slaves and everything wrong with black people. It's called the Black White Supremacist. Here we go to some more black fatigue.
I can say what the fuck I want to say. Who the fuck you think you're talking to?
That way.
You're not talking to.
Remember, you can't correct black people, okay? Because we were kings.
That way.
And white people are on our land.
You can shut the fuck up, talk to my niece.
We were legitimately kings. We were Native Americans. We were Asian. We were pretty much everything at this point, it sounds like. Now, make note of how many black people you see in the picture. There's only 2 black people in the picture. Make note. Remember the 100? If we had 100 rats and only 13% of them were causing 60% of the issues, you remember that not even 3 minutes ago? You remember that for the person calling me a self-hater? You remember that? We have 2 black people in this shot. And who's causing the issues right now? Say it loud, black puppy. I'm black and I'm proud. Yes, yes. All right. Okay. Now, when Glocktavius gets popped by Officer Williams' Glock 23, then it's going to be that he was a good kid. He was just misunderstood. He was this and he was that, right? Black people find that this is the greatest thing since like Wonder Bread. I mean, there's no higher form of entertainment from black people than getting ready to just mass destruct a building. But primarily buildings, especially food establishments, but buildings, there's something about black people and like dismantling or burning down buildings that they just love. You know, I don't know if it's embedded in our DNA. I don't know what exactly it is, but just tearing up, having a good old rowdy tear up session. It's like a good old slam dunk for black people. Like you ever been in the gym when somebody dunks a ball in a high school game? I mean, it's like we just lose our minds collectively. It's like Jesus Christ comes back for a second. Like niggas just don't know quite what to do. It's like a transcendence. All right. Okay, so now after the McDonald's gets shut down and I've seen enough of this. Deanne, what's wrong, Deanne? What's wrong? You've seen enough of it. Deanne, unfortunately, there's so many videos on the internet that this channel is probably going to run for the rest of my life. At this point, we're just causing chaos for chaos. T in the comments says, I've never seen white dudes do this. Yeah, when's the last time you've seen a gang of white kids completely just destroying or obliterating a restaurant? And I mean, I don't even mean to sound racist here, but at the very beginning of the video, it literally sounds like a zoo, right? Like it literally, they're like, wow, wow, wow. It literally sounds like a zoo. And I didn't want to say it at first. I was like, I'm not going to say that. But it actually sounds like a zoo. Yeah, Missy being so animalistic. It's like, guys, I mean, bruh. Like, it's just pure chaos. What white person, if I haven't seen a single video out of the thousands of videos I use to make these, I don't see any videos of white people doing this. Not a single one. Not a single one of white teenagers walking around and ripping up Chick-fil-A's registers and tipping over their sweet tea and their lemonade dispensers. I haven't found one. But white people are evil, right?
I took the register! This nigga took the register! Ain't no way! Oh my god!
Joshua said, all right, I get your specifications, and no one said they were evil. I think there's a good amount of black people that think white people are racistly evil, and there's a lot of black people that don't even believe that white people are human, if I'll be honest with you, right? Like, just like straight up. Like, they believe like white people are like actual white devils. They call them white devils, right?
I came here fucking first, okay? You fucking served me fucking first! Hey, you fucking...
Imagine this was your daughter, your white daughter working at Chipotle, and a 6'4" black man threw a fork or a spoon at her and was screaming at her, telling her to make the order because he was there first. How would you feel as a white father?
You need to leave! Fuck out! You need to leave! No! Yeah! I know! Come on, fucking no! You won't make my order? I won't fucking leave! No! That's your fucking house! Call them, I'm already on the phone! Then hand, you fucking gotta get to work! I'll call my mom! You know how stupid you sound? You know how racist stupid you sound? Hey! You know how stupid fucking you sound? Don't fucking...
Jenny Carlisle said black people were extremely successful after slavery ended, prosperous, religious, and family oriented. You know something, Jenny? Black people had better families when the white man had his foot on our neck, and we was truly hanging us from trees. There were more families in the black community when we were slaves in the Jim Crow era, post-slavery abolition in the first whatever, after the first proclamation, whatever, right? Emancipation Proclamation. We had better families when we truly didn't have freedom. The white man gave us freedom, and we started killing each other. Say I'm lying. If you have a child with a black person right now, there's a 70% chance that you're probably not going to be in the household with them. You're going to become a deadbeat, just like me. Somehow, after waiting 34 years to have a child and having one child, I still am not in the life, my child's life. I haven't seen my child in 6 months. On paper, I'm a deadbeat, even though I'm the one person that specifically waited 34 years to have a child, so I would not be the deadbeat of the black community. And I still became a deadbeat. What chance do you think you niggas have?
Like that. I'm not your fucking son, alright? I have fucking rights. Hey, I have rights.
That's my fault, right? Okay. If you have 100 rats and 13% of them are giving you 60% of the issues, you're probably better off not dealing with those 13 rats. So take with that what you will in your dating life.
I pay my taxes, bitch. You are hiring, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I'm rage baiting. Benzilli, am I is the guy on the camera not rage baiting this white man right now with 3 other black goons ready to take a sucker punch at him? That's the one thing about black people. Black people will give you a good old sucker punch. I mean, black people will give you a good old sucker punch. You ain't never been sucker punched like you have by a white man like you will by a black person. They're just waiting to sucker punch him. He doesn't even know it. His life is in danger. And listen, black people are not like white people. They don't have decorum. Once you're on the ground, black people will stomp your teeth out of your mouth. How do I know? I've seen it in real life. That was about 2 months after I saw a pit bull ripped apart.
Number one in your life's blueprint should...
Let me go back to the good old days. You know, white people always like make America great again, this, and that. And I don't mean to be on a racial thing or anything like that, but I just want to know where exactly we fell off so badly. And let's just listen to the very end of this speech here before we get to some white culture, some good old white culture.
If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Now I wanna play one part of this, which is really good because he addresses black people, and then I'm gonna continue on. Actually, we'll play his part in 1 second, right? We'll play his part in 1 second because there's a part in this where he talks about not burning down cities, and I just thought it was remarkable because that's what black people love to do is burn down cities, especially white people's cities. Now let's go to what happens when you decide to burn down cities, all right? This is a video of black people trying to get inside, but they closed or they locked one of the other black dudes inside. Sub, thank you for subbing. Sub, thank you for subbing.
Can we please leave? Can we please leave?
But they didn't want to let anybody leave because the other black people were going to come inside. And they knew that most likely there was going to be a problem with that many black people outside.
Yo, 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 yo.
So the black people just started ripping the door open anyways. Like a literal plague. I mean, it doesn't matter if the business doesn't want to serve you there. The black people are going to get in. And there we go. There we go.
All the trash I picked up, there are holes.
We'll get back to her in a little bit. I just thought it was an adorable video. Let's get to some more culture here. Thank you for your comments. Make sure we're liking the stream. I appreciate everybody that's subscribing, ladies and gentlemen. This teacher, you know, this is the ultimate level. This is just when you get so fatigued that you're ready to crash out. Now, if you look at our shorts, we got a lot of crash outs, right? A lot of crash outs. We'll get back to the MLK clip. He talks about not burning down cities, but again, pressing on and moving forward. But black people can't do that. Black people are stuck in slave mentalities. Black people still think that we're slaves. They still think we're owed 40 acres and a mule and all these other different types of things, right? But this is what happens when the white man says, I'm not giving you your 40 acres anymore and I'm tired of it.
We're here anyway. Not for long. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Let me try and catch the beginning of this clip for us really quickly. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Let me try and catch the beginning of this clip. I'm on the phone, y'all, so I'm sorry, and this is a short clip. It's a little hard to ping. You know what? We'll just play it until we get there. Can we say a prayer? $5 super chat to heal the angry hearts oh my God. Can we say a prayer that I can read? Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. Can we say a prayer to heal the angry hearts? I think was what we got through embracing Christ. The pain, the anger, it can heal. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Hey, and listen. Yes, I have no problem towards healing. Thank you for the $5 super chat. 175 people watching. Let's get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Okay, no sound on this video. So for the audio listeners, I'm going to describe it. Of course, we have what looks to be a black woman, and she's very upset. And so we kind of do best on our way out. We're going to make sure that they remember us and that we fulfill the stereotype to a certain existence. Okay?
We have gated communities.
Now, this teacher said this is why we have gated communities. This is the name of this live stream. We can assure that most likely he got fired. Okay, so for all my black people that feel like I'm rage baiting you, I'm sure he got fired. I'm sure y'all did y'all's job and y'all got this white man fired. Okay. However, just understand that this is how a large portion of the community, and this is how a decent portion of white people feel. You might not know it, but.
Because I don't want to be with your kind. And we're here anyway.
And we're here anyways. I don't want to be with your kind, but we're here anyways. My goodness.
Not for long. Oh my God.
Now, next clip following, is this possibly why he doesn't want to be with our kind? We have a black man that looks like he's upset. He has a metal pole, and he's just smashing windows indiscriminately. No sound on this one. He lost the log in one of the windows. Somebody's in the car, and he smashed the windshield. It looked like it didn't matter. He smashed another back windshield. He's up to 8 cars with the Audi going down. Next is going to be what looks to be a Fiat.
Oh, my girl clowning back.
Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate that. If you want to buy the Black White Supremacist to support me, I need equipment. I need support. If you have a business and you want to get in on 500,000 plus streams, we're headed towards 1 million per month. TheHonestTruthYT@gmail.com is my email. Let's talk business. We can get you some low rates, good promotional deals. Your name at the top of the screen or your website. This baby is witnessing his first experience at doing a crime, right? So this is his first time seeing theft, and he's about 6 months old right now, and it's thankfully through the loving hands of his mother, right? So she's grabbing her chicken from behind Popeyes.
Hey, my girl fixing her own order.
The fuck I am.
All right.
Fuck me talking about some fucking weight, bitch. No, you gonna give me my motherfucking shit, and I'm gonna take your fucking ass. I'm fucked up. Around this bitch.
Girl,
Now they told her to wait, and so she couldn't wait. So she decided to fix the meal herself. I mean, maybe the restaurant looks kind of empty to me, but hey, we'll just assume that maybe they told her it was a long time to wait. I'll give you something. Since I've had many jobs before, and since maybe a lot of black people haven't had these jobs before, when you fry chicken, a new batch of chicken, typically at KFC or whatever, even if you have a pressure cooker, it takes between 6 to 7 to 8 minutes. So if she had to wait, most likely there was a good reason for it, especially if you're getting a fresher product. A lot of the time I would tell people, as they would get upset, like, hey, listen, this is a great thing for you because you're getting a better product, right? More often than not, if it's black people, they didn't typically care as much. They would want more on top of it. Well, let me get a large drink, then let me get the fries, and you can kind of give them stuff and things of that nature. And then once you get them set, they're a lot more easy to deal with, you know. But white people, it's never an issue. Oh, no problem, don't worry about it. As long as you have Dr. Pepper, white people are cool. The baby's on the way out.
We need to bring back being ghetto.
Okay.
Because in my many years of being a black girl, being palatable does absolutely nothing for you. And the more I get older, the more I realize it's okay to be crazy. It's okay to raise your tone. If I'm the ghetto, angry, crazy black girl that always has an issue with everything, so be it. That's me.
So this is interesting because, again, we have what isn't necessarily the stereotypical black train of thought in this woman here. She seems like she's well educated, well spoken, like she was raised amongst white people. You can definitely tell, right? She would be labeled an Oreo to some extent, black on the outside, white on the inside, such as myself. But she's had a revelation that, you know what? I don't want to fit in the traditional modern white society, even though they dominate the entire world. Their dollars circulate the longest. Every single business in America that I pretty much experience and run into and need on the daily is funded and built by them. But I don't want to act like that anymore. I don't want to fit into that type of culture. I just want to be me because I just want to be. And what is me? That's loud. That is outspoken. That's you know what? Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
I love that.
That's this right here. This dance, just tear everything down. Why not? Why not? Now, it's one thing to be born in a community that fosters that type of mindset, but to not be born in that community and still decide that you want to operate out of that mindset is why white people would say that it's not you, it's your culture. You see, that could be a cultural imprint on that young woman because she doesn't seem like she was raised in the hood. So for her to say, oh, you know what, I'm just going to act, I want to act like a city girl. I want to act like I want to be fast. I want to twerk in the streets too. Hey, it's okay to tear down McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. Fix your own food if you want to. Because me being a palatable black person doesn't get anything done. You know why it doesn't get anything done? Because the rest of the people in your community are not palatable. The rest of the people in your community are not communal minded. So when you try to care about your community, when you try to care about your people, when you try to put your best foot forward and actually act like you live in a white community when you don't live in a white community, or when you're black and you try to do the same thing around black people, it doesn't work. And so you start to realize, you know what, it's easier if I just act like the rest of them so I can get the same perks and live in the same community essentially as the rest of them do. Because why not? It's harder. I'm not sure. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's see where we're at right now. 145 people watching. Oh, my goodness. Martial law is coming to a city near you. It's a possibility. We're going to take a little break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a little, well, not even like a little break. I guess we're just going to go ahead and roll to some other videos. Hey, I want to just do this video before we head out because I said I wasn't going to. Actually, we're not going to head out right now, but I'm going to have to get some more clips. I didn't know there were going to be so many of y'all watching right now. Again, hey, guys, if you want to support the channel, then you can do that by donating on Cash App. I appreciate y'all. I need y'all's help. Okay, I need y'all's help. I need y'all's help. Let's read some comments. The cause is hysteria. Man, somebody is flooding the comments. I see I'm gonna have to get a mod soon because you are flooding the comments. If you don't know the context of this, these are the kids that were robbing Walgreens, and they were caught and locked inside of Walgreens, and they were told to leave. And the internet's analyzed and realized that these kids most likely are products of single mothers because of the way that one of the thieves is acting, and he can't be about more than 9 years old. They're saying he's zesty. Now, I mean, it does. Okay, I know you saw this one, but Jenny, earlier we had issues on the live stream, so I'm replaying some of the videos. We're gonna get some more videos in 1 second. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Okay, whether or not he's a little zesty, that's cool. But just know that, and I talked about, if you're zesty in the black community, if you're a young black boy in the black community, your life is pretty much hell. All right, like black people do not like gay people, right? So I just wanted to say that you have a lot more acceptance in the white community if you are black. Okay, let's see if we have anything left here. I don't think we have anything left on this one. For the sake of it, guys, we're gonna go to some old clips. I'm sorry, but this is what we got to do right now because I didn't have enough prepared for all of you to be here right now tonight. I did come unprepared, however. The show must go on. So, grab you something to drink. We're going to take a little break and we're getting into it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you like it as we continue the show.
You're not English. You have to be white.
You have to be white to be English, nigga. It's good to see everybody in the building, ladies and gentlemen. King Rolly, I'll answer your question right now.
Unless we begin to recover as a people and as a nationality and as an ethnicity, I think of who we are.
King, I'll answer your question right now, my brethren. Why do we, as black people, why have we developed this way? King, why were we the first people on the face of existence on all the planet and we still weren't able to actually gather the resources and build the ships like white men were? Why are we not the ones that are actively trying to colonize Mars like Elon Musk is right now? Why have we not been the ones that were able to gather every single resource because Africa has everything? White scientists have attributed black people to being the first humanoid or human walking humans on planet Earth. The first ones have been traced all the way back to Africa. We were the first people on Earth with all of the resources, with nobody around us, with the largest population. We were the first ones here with access to everything. And somehow we weren't the ones to be able to actually industrialize, to build technology and to build all these other different types of things and to conquer the world. Why? Why? That's the ultimate question. So it's not necessarily how did our culture get to this, but why are we as black people dead last in everything that we should be first in, and first in everything that we should be dead last in, right? Why were they so much more conquering than us in the age of violence? And why were they so much smarter than us in the age of technology and inventions and all these other different types of things? That's the question that I have most of the time. Why? Are they that much better than us? Are white people, Asian people, Mexican people that much better than us in every single aspect? I don't know. See, now you're starting to talk, and now you're starting to get into racial theory at this point, and some people and some true mean races will say, well, no, black people just are not genetically able or capable of being as smart as white people. I mean, I forget what the name of that train of thought is, and I'm sure some of y'all can put it in the comment section, whatever the name of people who think like that is. But that is where the KK, and other different type of organizations base a lot of their beliefs in. They truly believe people don't have the capability to perform on their level. And when you identify us being slaves for as long as we were able to be slaves, us never quite ever bringing everything together, even the tribes of Africa were always fighting and warring with each other, just like niggas are on the block today. At every sense, in every single aspect of the centuries of mankind's history as far as black culture goes, you see the same thing happening, which is that black people hate black people. This is why when black people get money today, they want to leave black areas. You want to live amongst white men and sip the white man's Kool-Aid, eat the white man's chicken, breathe the white man's air behind the white picket fences with Sally, May, Susie, Tom. And I know some of y'all might be, that's not me, truth. I'm really about my people. I'm really about black and I'm about this. Okay, well, guess what? You have one city you can possibly move to have any semblance of black professional existence, and that's Atlanta, Georgia, right? You have one region in the South that you can move to that's been known to harbor black professionalism and black professionalistic thought. That's one city in the entire nation. Everywhere else is pretty much a coin toss-up, right? So I don't know exactly why. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know. But we're gonna get down to the reasons why. You know, I think eventually. You know, again, why? You know, even if you look at Africa today, I'll be quite frank and honest with you. You like a lot of people talk, and Black Lives Matter has had so much of a movement against white police, and you know, oh, the police brutality, white people are evil and white people are racist and this and that. When if you look at slavery today, there's still actual slavery going on in Africa today. Like there's still little girls being sold into slavery today in Africa. Little black girls being stolen by black people. The wars are horrendous. They're atrocious. All kinds of torture. It's just evilness that goes on in that continent today still. I mean, that's why I wrote the book, The Black White Supremacist. We take a deep dive into what truly is going on. And it's got historical references. It's got my own personal stories and anecdotes. Me living in the hood, me growing up in white areas, being the only black kid in school, and me seeing just how peaceful and tranquil white lives are. Why did Britain civilize themselves first while Africa still is eating, you know, monkeys in stew pots right now, right? White people decided to have proper, you know, built up elegance. Oh, Mary, it's very nice today. That's how you look lovely, Mary. And their nice pumpered up suits and ties and tuxedos and driving automobiles. Why did Africa not do any of that? Why do we not build the same way? I don't know. Culture, right? The same thing that white people always say, well, it's not y'all, it's your culture. It's just the way that you act. It's the way that you think. It's the way that you think about thinking. Like it's what you can conceptualize. It's what you don't even think about conceptualizing. It's everything about you and it's nothing about you at the same time. I don't know how to describe it, black person. I don't know how to describe it. What is it? Somebody said nonsense. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, let's get to some more videos here. How many people watching? I don't know. I lost a lot of videos. 77 people watching. I can't believe there's still 77 people actually watching right now. These are some replays, guys, so why not?
I got some motherfucking help. Some backup. For real,
if y'all have already seen these, I apologize. Hey, y'all want to support me? Donate to the Cash App.
I'm gonna blow your ass. Look, they right here. Look, they outside.
This black man was walking through Washington D.C. and now that the National Guard is out at the Washington D.C., he can walk around with his jewelry on, and he said he's never felt safer in his life. Jenny says she loves this one. Yeah, I love this one too. Good to see you, Jenny.
God almighty! I could just scream. They gonna help me.
Next time I'll have a lot more content, guys, I promise.
It wasn't really my intention.
Username taken says, for the most part, black and white are better off separate, and I do not have any black hate, I think he said, or something like that. This is a story here. If you look at the test tube on the top, it says King Kong, so she's been referenced to as a monkey. I do not have any blacks in my world except for a few exceptions that I can count on one hand. He says he believes in racial segregation. And here's the point of where I kind of, you know, almost agree in a certain extent with you. And here's why, is when I made reference to us being and having more tight-knit families and communities when you, the white person, truly had your foot on our necks. We had fathers in the home. We had blacks trying to always build businesses, even if y'all were burning them down at the time. We had blacks that were a lot more communal minded. They looked out for each other. They took care of each other. They were focused on building economies and businesses and neighborhoods and things of that nature. And then again, once we gained our freedom, it was just like, oh, well, it's time to party and forget everything that's happened. And let's just start taking drugs and killing ourselves. And let's just start telling how bad the white man is without actually doing a single thing about it, and at the same time acting like complete fools, getting strung out on drugs, letting the evil white man that we hate so much give us money for having children. Even though we hate the white man, yeah, we'll take the money, and yeah, sure, why not? We'll go ahead and keep complaining while we take the money. And now the fathers are getting kicked out of the homes because that's just the way it goes, you know. In certain communities, I don't need you anymore, black man. The white man's giving me money, even though the white man's so evil, I thought. But hey, you know, black man, you can leave the home. So now we don't have any fathers. And fast forward 60 years into the future, every single black child, when they see a white child in these public school systems, just a lot of them just see another target, and they just see, oh, well, the white man's evil, just like Black Lives Matter said, so why not? And we're going to keep being destructive like we've always been. And at this point, you know, hey, it is what it is, right? They freed us. We're free. You can't do anything to me. You can't take me to jail. I'm just a kid. So hey, we can fight. We can do whatever we want, type of deal. And white people, now you're tired of that. You're saying, we don't want that in our society. We freed you. We gave you everything you want. We don't leave you. We leave y'all. White people leave black people alone for the most part. White people don't even want to be be in the same area as black people. They don't want nothing to do with black people. They're tired of seeing y'all. They don't, it's not that they hate you, but it's just like they could live a life without you too, right? It's not that. Listen, you want to know something, guys? I just sold something to a lady on Facebook Marketplace. She told me she didn't even meet a black person until she was 18. Right in Texas. Right in Texas. She was like, you know something? I didn't even meet a black man until I was 18. And she said she didn't meet him until she went to Jamaica on a cruise. Can you believe this? She was right. I just sold it to her yesterday. I put this on my daughter's soul. She said, I didn't even meet a black man until I was 18. Right? And she said it so sweet. She didn't mean it to say any animosity, but she was just saying like life was so different for her back then. Like there were no black people around anywhere at this time. Anyway, this lady, she has King Kong on her name.
This woman went to the doctor seeking care. What she got instead was something shameful.
You're straight up fabricating that we checked the name on the bottle when we did not.
I didn't check it. I just.
This is ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation. Can you tell me what's wrong with this sample?
And I think
Kiara King.
The other problem is that black people outwardly tell white people we're not going to follow the rules. Like we watched a video yesterday of a black guy that was parked in a handicap space and the police like, give me your ID. And the guy's like, no, F y'all, F y'all, F y'all. Do you know how many black people I've seen park in handicap spaces where they walk to their car and there's no sticker? I mean, hell, if you're going to do that, at least have like a fake handicap sticker or like an actual handicap sticker and just lie. But do you know how many times I've seen black people just pull up in a handicap spot and just get out and just whatever and they're not handicapped? White people in their communities don't do stuff like that. When you're moving into these nice neighborhoods where there's never any trash on the street because black people just throw trash out of the windows in their cars while they're driving. They throw trash everywhere, right? It's just that the communities are always more trashier in the hoods. Like when you go to these white areas, they follow the rules. Right? Those stop signs, they stop at every single stop sign, right? White people believe in living to the code. That's why when white people build buildings, they build them by code. If it doesn't follow a certain code and that inspector comes and your building does not pass code, you cannot legally build that building in America. If you do not have your stuff together to where they can approve that code, you cannot have the building. There's no building codes in Africa. There's no building. This is why you see buildings toppling over in Africa left and right. You can go on Twitter right now and type in African building fall over, and you'll see tons of buildings just falling over. Buildings with people living inside, all kinds of stuff, because there's no building codes. There's no respect to tolerance. There's shortcuts that are taken. They built a culture off of shortcuts. This is why there's so much corruption in Africa, because it's a shortcut nation. Even though they have all the advantages, they still took the shortcut. They sold all the resources because, hey, why not? We'll just sell it all off. There's no need to develop an industry around it, to develop technology around it, to actually figure out how to break down the compounds, how to do freaking anatomy, whatever the fuck it is, doing, chemicals and stuff like that, biology and that science and all these other. No, let's just sell all the gold, sell all the stuff. We'll just take the money and then we'll just live great lives. And so the leaders take all the minerals and the resources, and the black people are like, what's going on? And the leaders are like, I don't know what's going on. It's the evil white man. All the Africans are like, the evil white man came and conquered us. That's what's going on. They stole all of our resources. The evil white man. It's always the evil white man. Even in Africa, it's the evil white man. They kicked the evil white man out of South Africa, and then they begged for the evil white man to come back because all the crops were dying. Right?
Arrived for a routine clinic visit, only to find her name replaced with King Kong on the printout. What happened next was nothing short of shocking.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Can you understand as a black woman why I would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I can double check who.
How could that be a mistake?
Carl Stone said lies.
Because this King, that's my last name, right? Comma would be my first name, correct?
Yeah.
How do you misspell Kiara as Kong? That's insane.
Yeah, I can double check who did that. I'm honestly not sure who printed that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Previously, we've never had any sort of issue like that. I understand.
Yeah. Do you know why they put King Kong on her test tube? It's because she's black. And when white people see these videos of black people chimping out in public, when they see us, even if we're not the chimps ourselves, we look like the chimps. You ever heard that saying? If it barks like a dog, or if it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it acts like a duck, it must be a duck. That's kind of like where we get to with the 100 rat thing. If you have 100 rats and only 13 of them are black and they happen to cause 60% of the problems, well, that's majority of the rats. So you're going to get lumped in there, unfortunately. That's why it's so difficult. That's why black fatigue is such a reality. Even if you don't feel like you're a problematic black person, you will experience black fatigue.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire right now. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So are you able to like go in and see like who did it, what? Because that.
Of course she's able to see who did it, but she's not going to tell you though.
Was that in my chart? How does that happen?
No, that's not anywhere.
Username taken says, by the way, reparations have already, thank you, Ree. We're at 6.52 subscribers. Good to see y'all subscribing. Hey, thank y'all for subscribing. We're getting a lot of subs off this live stream. I think we're at 100.
In the chart, I do see your name as Mr. Stereotypes, which,
Like, that's like reportable. You know what I'm saying?
let me just try to get more information.
I cannot walk out of this office without raising that.
The healthcare worker began investigating and brought in the nurses responsible for printing the label to explain what had happened.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be right back. I see that I put the name incorrect on there. It wasn't really my intentions to do that.
It wasn't your intention to do that. Oh my gosh, it was your intention. Obviously, she didn't think that Kiara would see it. They handed her the test tube without scratching off the name portion. Somebody messed up. But guess what, guys? This happens a lot in society. You just don't happen to see it. Every time I walk into a store and I have my backpack on, they tell me to put my backpack at the front. Why? Because I'm a black dude with dreadlocks. And there's a lot of niggas with dreadlocks that have stolen out of that store before. Do I get upset? Do I raise hell? No. I just realized that I'm black and that there's black fatigue.
Your name on there is not what it seems on there. Like I did mention to her, and she did mention to me that you want this all recorded. That is totally fine. It wasn't really my intention to put your name like that. I did give it to you, and we were double checking it to see if it was incorrect or correct. We didn't mention anything.
We didn't double check anything. You said, have you done a sample like this before?
I've done a sample, and then I gave it to you, and you went to the restroom.
Correct. So why are you saying that we were checking the name?
We were checking the name because I asked if it was incorrect or.
No, you didn't.
Like I said, it wasn't my intention. I literally just checked my computer just now to see the name, and I was like, I know why she's upset because I put the name on there incorrect.
The nurse's story began to shift.
She said she's put the name on there incorrect. She put King Kong.
First claiming she had checked the label, then later saying she hadn't.
And you want to report me, that is totally fine. But like I'm saying it to both of you, it was really not my intention to put that on there.
So here's my thing. One, I don't understand how you could mistype something like that. I don't understand how you can write Kong instead of Kiera. How did you mistype that?
I was typing. To be honest, I typed really
Maybe,
fast.
hey, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just watched King Kong the night before, and when she saw that Kiera's last name was King, she just automatically thought King Kong. Maybe this was not a harmless. Maybe this isn't racist, guys. I mean, come on. You know, maybe this isn't black fatigue. It's just a harmless mistake. We got to give some people the benefit, right? It's the benefit of the doubt, right?
When I'm typing really fast. I did put your name on there, but for some reason it went to an error. But like I mentioned to you, it was in.
So it autocorrected from Kiera to Kong. That's crazy. But and then additionally, what I have a problem
the computer system autocorrected is crazy.
With now is that you're straight up fabricating that we checked the name on the bottle when we did not. Did we check the name on the bottle?
Like I said, for me, I did check it and I checked it with you, but you.
So you checked it. So you made a typo. You were typing really fast, and then you checked it, and then.
No, I didn't check it. I just. Put
so now you didn't check it.
I didn't check it. I just.
This is ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation. Please.
Oh, is it a Mexican chick that's talking right now? Somebody's identified the person that wrote King Kong on the test tube as being Mexican. This would be, ooh, this is still black fatigue, but Mexican black fatigue. Ooh, that's a whole nother live stream right there. Oh my gosh. Turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen. We got some work ahead.
And I will report it. Thank you.
What was supposed to be a safe space turned into a traumatic experience. The woman filed a report later that day.
Did anybody file a report for this child, for CPS to go pick this child up? Did anybody file a report for this yet? While white children are listening to Mozart, while white children are listening to Baby Einstein, learning how to play the piano from age 6 months, we got Gloctavius Romanquavius the third. No, why the third? He's the negative third. There's no fathers for 3 generations before him. Gloctavius the negative third in the back seat, getting ready to attend probably a funeral, it looks like, of some sorts.
I'm like, nigga, who? I was born to shoot.
He was born to shoot.
I'm like Johnny Day when he cut a check. So I ride, hit one in his arms, hit one in his thigh.
Hey, say your bitch.
Okay, people, we've played these clips before. Again, if you've already seen them, I'm sorry. If you're just now getting here, make sure you like the stream. If you want to buy The Black White Supremacist, you can click that Cash App link to support my channel for $1 or more. I'll send you the book. Just put your email in the notes section. It's an amazing book, trust me. If you want the audio version, send $5 or more. If you just want to support me and my work and help me to buy equipment so you can get better streams, then you can do that as well. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting. We only have one cash app, one super chatter, but thank you for that. Actually, we've had 2 super chatters, so thank y'all. I had to blur this video out. It's very disturbing. Everybody that you hear in this video has guns, and there's a black kid in a bathtub right now being held hostage, okay?
Having a bitch. Having a bitch. Smack his
Now they're saying smack him. They have a gun pointed to the kid's head on the right-hand side. You'll see it in a second.
ass. Smack his ass. Smack his ass. Smack his ass with the goods right now. Smack his ass with the goods. You try something, we go
This is why I never took part in Black Lives Matter.
switch your ass right now. You good, bro. Smack his ass with the pipe. Watch out. I might hit the blow his ass down.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He been waiting for you.
Now, if you're watching, you can see part of his hands are behind his head because there's a Glock with a laser pointed at his head. These kids are no older than 13, 14, and 15. There's a bathroom full of them, and they have fully automatic, not semi-automatic. They have fully automatic rifles and guns. How? I have no idea, but this is, of course, culture, right? Because white people have guns as well, but you'll never see a white child in a bathtub being held hostage by other white children whilst filming on Instagram Live, mind you, getting slapped with fully automatic weapons.
Y'all, black people are not the problem.
But but black people are not the problem. I want you to understand, white people, okay? Who's the problem, you might assume?
The LGBTQ plus community is not the problem.
The other liberal party that wants America to burn, the other half of America that wants America to burn is not the problem.
The problem has been and will always be the cis white male.
I didn't see a single cis white male holding that black boy hostage, and I, again, haven't seen any cis white males making majority of the videos that we end up posting and talking about today. Black people will say that I'm rage baiting them, that I'm an Uncle Tom, even though Uncle Tom was an actual wonderful man in history. Somehow he's gotten a negative, denigrative name to him. But the problem still is white people. You see, the issue is I could show every single video on this channel for the remaining history of time, and there are still black people out there that think that I am an Uncle Tom, that think that I am a self-hating black male. This is why we were slaves for 500 years, because white men understood that black people have stupid collective thought. Black people do not have the ability to conceptualize reality en masse. Black people live in their own alternate reality, and white men were able to capitalize and manipulate us based off of the reality that we lived in. They didn't care about a religion. They didn't care about whether or not they thought hoodoo was actually going to hurt them. No, they performed business and trades, and they figured out how to sell to the Negro, just like we watched in the 1954 movies. It was not that difficult to get the other tribes sold from certain African tribes. All you had to do was bring a nigga a little bit of gold. Why do you think niggas loves gold so much today? It was the same thing that was used to sell us out. Now, white people laugh as they cash in on us going to buy gold and diamonds. The same thing they gave your motherfucking ancestors to give your ass here. Get the fuck out of here.
Until they are.
But I'm self-hating though, right? And there's nothing wrong with gold and diamonds. I'm not saying that, but you need to understand what the real issue is. Why you really rocking that gold? What that gold really represents? Y'all niggas ain't listening.
Finally held accountable.
We need to hold white people accountable
for their vile grotesque behavior. And when I talk about accountable, I don't mean, oh, that wasn't nice to say.
No, that
I'm
wasn't
talking
nice.
about getting punched in the fucking face.
Yes, let's start punching the most powerful militaristic might in the face of human history. Let's just start poking the bear, as we continuously do, as black fatigue continues to rise amongst all races, because somebody mentioned there was a Mexican nurse that put King Kong on the last video. As black fatigue continues, let's just continue to be jerks, assholes, and act like we could truly win a civil war against white people. Let's go get them. Even though we're completely outnumbered, let's go get them. Let me see if I can find that video. Let's see if I can find the video of all the white dudes that were shooting the guns on the formation. I know. Hey, what's up, Tyree? My business partner right now is watching. Shout out to Tyree watching right now. Let's go get them. Evil white people. All right, let's see if we can find this video really quickly. I highly doubt I'll be able to get to it. If I do, it'd be really nice. Let's see here. Okay, it's not on that one. Let's try another one. We're live stream up here in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wonderful live stream with y'all tonight. I want to thank you for all your support, all the comments. Y'all been so supportive. Let's see what we got here. It's not this one either. I'll try one more, guys, and then if not, we're going to wrap this thing on up here in a bit. Get your final comments in. It's been a wonderful night with you all tonight. It's been a wonderful night. I literally clicked the same damn video, dude. Ay, caramba. Yes. Y'all will see Tyree in a little bit. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all see with Tyree in a little bit. He's getting ready to make some content, and y'all be seeing him around. We got the studio we're getting ready to make, and man, just y'all hang out. If you think the content is good now, y'all are absolutely going to trip once we start getting everything built up the way we need to get built. But hey, guys, it's been wonderful with y'all. We're going to go ahead and round this thing on out. You know how we do it. We're going to play that song, the intro song again for our outro. Look, it's THT. I'm honored to be here with y'all. I want to thank you all so much. These are the hard truths again that yes need to be discussed. And guys, I'll be getting a cell phone here in a little bit. So when you want to call into the show, give me a day or two. I might be able to get one tomorrow. So give me a day or two. I just got an email from Cricket saying, hey, if you want to add a line, you can get a free phone. So I'm going to call up there and see, what the deal is. And if so, guess what? We can start doing calls. You got personal experiences, you got opinions. Cool. We got a lot of people watching right now, and we need to hear it. Until we get the podcast studio having actual conversations, until we're syndicated, until we get this show on the road, digital FM, XM, whatever it might be, frequencies, we're here with you on YouTube as well as a myriad of places. The website's still being developed. We have so many things going on right now. Business proposals, if you have a business, let me know. thehonesttruthyt@gmail.com. I would love to work with your business. On this live stream, we could pin you to the top of the live stream if you got a website. You're talking about getting a lot of views. Just check the numbers after the stream ends. I'm sure it'll be probably over 20,000 for this one, or at least close. In the meantime, my name is Truth. Take care of yourself out there. We as a people have a lot of work to do. And I'm speaking of us as a people, if you're listening to me right now. However, there's a lot going on as well, and we're going to talk about all that, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you're doing right now, you're driving home, you're at home, you're with your family, you're living in your car homeless like I am, and there doesn't seem to be much light at the end of the road or the tunnel. Just know that there is light, there is hope at the end of the tunnel. I can promise you that. I've gone through hell and then back to hell, and I'm back again, ladies and gentlemen, for a third round. And you know that, third time's the charm. Rocky 3, that's the ultimate one right there. Well, at the third resurrection, you can't be defeated again, ladies and gentlemen. It's the trifecta, the three musketeers, the holy trinity. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. We don't say 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we say 1, 2, 3, go. There's something about that 3, and I'm honored for my third go around, the third trip to the moon, the third and the final successful push in YouTube history. This is it right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to go to the top. We're getting lots of views, lots of subscribers, and I'm honored to be here with you. We're at the cutting edge of socioeconomic conversation. We're getting ready to shake up a lot. We're getting ready to shake up a lot. Like a snow globe, we're getting ready to just turn a lot of thought upside down, and a lot of people need to hear what we need to say. I'll see you all very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourself. Good night. I love you all. Good night, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. I promise we'll be back between either 1 to 3 p.m. We'll have one live show during the day and then one at night. I'll try and do a morning show, but if not, just keep your bells on. I will be back. I love you so much. Good night, everybody.